Hello YouTube, this is MustardMan07. I'm back and I'm doing a video, and the main reason why I stopped with a video, and I think my last one was in December, is because I was using a friend's laptop that had a webcam. My laptop, or my sister's laptop, didn't, but I finally got my own laptop with a webcam. Now, some changes have been made since this last video. I was with PS3. I went from Xbox to PS3, but I'm back to Xbox. Not because of like the game. Well, games had somewhat to do with it, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But it was mainly because of the Xbox Live Party Chat capability feature, which allows you to talk to your friends playing any game, which is really nice to have. And just I'm going to walk through some games and what you should buy, and etc. Alright, first game, Xbox exclusive. It's a great game to get. Gears of War 2. I'm sure you heard plenty about it. They're coming out with Gears of War 3 real shortly. And the cool thing about Gears of War 2 is it's a unique gameplay. It's one of those games where if you play every other game that's somewhat similar to it, you'd be like, oh, that's like Gears of War, because it kind of ranges up in its own category, you know. If you don't like the blood and gore, it's not a good game to play. Next game is for both consoles, PS3 and Xbox. Sorry, my nose itches. Fallout New Vegas. It's if you've played Fallout 3. It's practically the same, other than you can aim down the sight with every gun, and it's just pretty much the same thing, but with more added capability into it and more story. It's a great game if you like RPGs. I have a stuffed nose, I'm sorry. But the cool thing about this one is you can put mods on your guns. Like one of my favorites is you put a scope on your 9mm pistol, which is really cool. And a night vision scope on your varmint rifle, which is also really neat. And the cool thing about this one is you get permanent followers that'll wait back at like a hotel or a casino room that you permanently own. And so there's just a lot more they added to it. It's a great game. It's definitely worth the money. Next game is Xbox exclusive, Fable 3. Now I recommend you start out with Fable 1, which is an Xbox original. It's the first of the series. Personally, it's my favorite. I kind of think it went downhill and then uphill, downhill sort of thing with the last Fables, and it's a great game. It's like one of a kind at its time, because it has the ripple effect where one thing will impact the future in that game. And actually, so I hear is the person who made the game, who was making that ripple effect in the game, actually got threatened, and some people were saying they were gonna try to kill him, and because of they didn't like that idea, they thought it was too powerful. I don't know how to describe it, but they didn't like the idea. Another game is a both console or all console. It's an old favorite I used to have for Xbox before I got PS3. It's Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2. It's really cool because it's a first-person shooter, but you can also snap onto walls, duck and cover, kind of like Gears of War. And what's really cool about this is you can customize the color of your armor. You can choose if you want to be heavy or light armor. You can, be medium armor. Another really cool thing about this game is the leveling up and single player terrorist hunt, which is it's like eliminate all hostiles and then you're done with the mission. And then multiplayer, they all have the same level. It's like if you level all the way up in single player, just playing single player because you don't have live or PSN, well, when you go online, you'll have all the stuff you unlocked, and you don't unlock it by just leveling up. That's the way you unlock like new armor and camo and such like that. No, the way to unlock new weapons is it's really cool and unique. You do certain things, like you throw like assault kills. You get assault points, which is by like killing people with C4, shooting through cover, and you'll unlock assault rifles and etc. Next game is both systems. It's Duke Nukem Forever. If you're looking for games for your family, don't get that. It's very sexual and there's lots of nudity. Personally, I like the game because I've been a Duke Nukem fan for a very long time, since the N64. But my girlfriend got that for me just randomly one day because I said, hey, it's coming out, that'd be really cool to have, and she was nice enough to get it for me. Thank you very much. And it just shows me how much she cares. And it's really cool. I mean, the graphics, some people say they're not the greatest. I think they're decent. I mean, sure, they could have done a little bit better. But the gameplay, the controls for it is really sensitive, even if you put it on low. After you get used to it, it's easy. But there's a lot of humor. They what's the word? They make fun of a lot of games in this game, and it's cool. It gives you a laugh. It gets action packed, and you get babes. So it's really fun. It's a great game to have. Not really for children though. Last game is for both consoles, and it's Mass Effect 2. Sorry, my phone went off. I actually owned Mass Effect 2 before I switched to PS3, and then I found out PS3 has Mass Effect 2. The thing is you can transfer a character from Mass Effect 1, which is only for Xbox. So Mass Effect 2, if you want the full Mass Effect story and like to get it deepest behind what its potential, get it for the Xbox if you have both consoles. The game's unbelievable. It's a must buy. It's RPG. The first one's more RPG than the second one. The leveling up base is a lot better than the first one, I think. But the second one it's more of a action based and stuff like that. But there's so much story. There's so much you can do. It's the same makers of Dragon Age. If you heard of Dragon Age, I'll talk about that later in a different video. But you pretty much the thing about this game is the character doesn't reflect on what the company wants them to reflect. It reflects on what you choose, and this character is kind of it reflects on who you are, which is really unique in a game. And get all your basics, customize the face, make them look how you want them to look, and it's just a great game all around. And alright, and now I'm going to talk about some of the DLC. I know you guys imagine you guys are getting really bored because most people have like clips of the actual stuff. But the DLC, the main DLC I want to talk about is Resurrection for Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. I'd highly recommend it. I mean, if you already have the Prestige Edition or the Veteran Edition of Call of Duty Black Ops, you don't have to worry about purchasing it. It comes free. You get a soundtrack, and I don't know if you get a theme yet or not, but I know you definitely get a free soundtrack, and you get 5 zombie maps. The soundtrack, I'm actually playing right now. I don't know if you can hear it. Give me a second. I'll pop up one of my favorite songs, but it's definitely a CD that I would pay $15 for, and if they had a concert, I would see them in a heartbeat. It's just my type of music. It might not be yours. It's kind of heavy. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm sure you can. You can hear that. There's words to it. It's really good music, and the zombie maps are amazing. You get 4 classic ones from World of War, and then you get 1 new one called The Moon, which really just blows out of the park. I'm sure you, if you're anything interested, you heard all about it. An arcade game I want to talk about is Castle Crashers. I'm sure you heard a lot about it. Get it? But yeah, I almost took up 10 minutes of just talking. I imagine that sucks nutsack to hear me sit here and talk, because I doubt anybody wants to do that. So just leave a comment on what you want to know. I'll give game reviews on anything or talk about any topic. Give my opinion because I research a lot of stuff and I do this, that, and the other. And I also know how to do a lot of hacking, and not necessarily illegal hacking, but I know how to get Wii games to play off a hard drive if they are backups.